Hi, everybody. Welcome to Essential Life. Using essential oils in your lifestyle, learning from the beginning, or for people that are just beginning, or it can be all the way to experts. My name is Kara Blattman-Rock. I'm the founder of doTERRA in Israel, and I work for doTERRA International all over the world. I'm currently in New Mexico, but spent the last 8 years building doTERRA in Israel. So welcome to the call. We're going to talk about emotions and essential oils. And I actually have been asked to speak about emotions and essential oils for the doTERRA Women's Day in mid-March. I record it on Wednesday, so I'm glad I'm having this call with you guys first. I'm going to record it on Wednesday, and then I'll let you guys know when that's going to air live on doTERRA. And I really love this topic of emotions and essential oils because when I first got started, I got started with essential oils for my kids and wanting to have a natural plant-based medicine. That I first got started with essential oils because I wanted a natural plant-based medicine for my kids and how to work with the stuff that come up in the home for babies and toddlers and children and adolescents as they go through all their stages. And I found that essential oils worked amazing, effective, safe, and just super effective for children's health and anything and everything that came up for children's health. And not until a few years into my work with essential oils and my understanding and growth of the knowledge that I had around essential oils did I really start to see how powerful they are for me and my emotional balance, and then therefore able to share it with my kids and my family members. But specifically for women, we have this wide range of emotions, and there's nothing to be shy about with that. I think it's a good thing for us as women to embrace the range of emotions that we have and look at it as a strength, but then to have the tools to work with those emotions. So we're going to talk about why essential oils, and I'm bringing people into the call as I'm talking. So hi, Abraham, welcome. So just please send me a message if anything is not clear, or you have a question, send me a question in the chat. Also, let me know how the volume is, because I am recording this, so I want it to be clear. So one of the books, so let's begin. Everybody's on, let's get started. So why are essential oils so powerful for the emotions? And one of the books among many that I use, but one of the ones that I love is Emotions and Essential Oils. And it's specifically geared towards how to use essential oils for emotions. And why are essential oils so powerful for your emotional body? Well, your emotional body is, you can't really touch it. You can't really, it's not this concrete organism or chemical. I mean, it's chemicals. And so that's why essential oils work so well with emotions, because they also are chemicals. So they stimulate the body to release neurotransmitters and different chemicals in the body to help balance out your emotions. So one of the best way you can do essential oils in 3 ways: smelling them, putting it on topically, or taking them internally. The best way to affect your emotions is through smelling the essential oil, because it immediately will move from these transmitters in your nose. They're called receptors, like aroma receptors in your nose, and they create a chemical response in the limbic brain, which is the back of the brain. And the limbic brain is connected to smell and connected to emotions. So that's why a lot of times when people are first coming to essential oils and they smell something, it's it's also connected to memory. So when people first smell something, it may bring up an emotion or a memory from their past. So again, smelling an oil, there's receptor sites in the nose that grab onto the chemicals of the oils. They stimulate the limbic brain to create a chemical reaction for balancing out a particular emotion that you're needing balanced, or a particular emotion that you're needing to bring up. So for example, like, what are emotions? Emotions are not just negative, they're also positive. Like, a positive emotion is feeling passionate or motivated or energetic. A negative emotion is feeling sad or low energy or depressed. So in this beautiful book that I love, is that there's really, what they're talking about is there's 5 stages of healing on our journey as human beings. And first, essential oils help with the physical body, which is so interesting, because for the longest time, when I was kind of not really working with essential oils, I didn't realize that they could be so helpful for the physical body, for any type of physical pain or discomfort or illness, or virus or fungus or bacteria. And doTERRA is so great at educating us as wellness advocates and our clients and customers of how important essential oils are for the physical body. So that's the first stage of healing, healing the physical body with plant-based medicine of essential oils. The second stage of healing is essential oils assisting and healing the heart. And so this is your emotional stage of healing. The third stage of healing is essential oils releasing limiting beliefs. So these limiting beliefs that are keeping us from growing and expanding into our ultimate purpose. Fourth phase of healing is increasing your spiritual awareness and your spiritual connection. And the fifth stage of healing is fulfillment of your life's purpose. And this is all being said. Oops, sorry, I'm reading something. This is all through the use of essential oils. So as we know, essential oils are powerful physical healers. Essential oils are considered to be 40 to 60, I've even heard higher than 60 times stronger and more potent than dry herbs. So essential oils are, what I feel, one of the most powerful plant-based medicine forms that you could use in your lifestyle and in your healing process. Essential oils, as we know, fight microorganisms, they purify, they help cleanse organs and glands and body systems. They're really balancing for most body functions and helping to raise physical energetic vibrations. So that's how essential oils help the physical body. How they heal or help balance out the emotions of the heart. So once you've really brought your awareness to physical healing and feel like you've got some balance in your physical health, the next stage is going into emotional health. And this provides us essential oils, there's the idea that energetically you're carrying a lot of your emotions in this heart space. And also somewhere in the core chakra as well. So essential oils help to raise the vibration of this heart space and this physical body. And it helps to release lower energy vibrations that maybe are suppressed in the body, that you may not even be aware of, or you are aware of, but you don't know how to deal with it. So essential oils help with that stagnant energy that might be suppressed in the body, like anger, sadness, grief, judgment, criticism, low self-worth, just confusion, lack of clarity. So essential oils help to release those types of emotions to help you vibrate at this higher level and let these emotions surface of your true self, of who you desire to be and who you really are from deep within. So there's this recycle of releasing and then receiving. So they go together. You have to release in order to receive. So it's important to understand that. So one of the beauty, we're going to be talking about the different essential oils that help to release negative emotions that you may be storing in your tissue. So there's this saying that we even use in yoga that your issues are in your tissues. So a lot of emotional issues are held in your muscle tissue and in your connective tissue. So any type of movement, yoga, stretching, walking, all those can help to release some of the emotional issues in your tissue. And then combining essential oils with that is even more powerful. And it's important to know that just by smelling an essential oil that we've suggested today doesn't mean that, okay, now you're going to be healed and everything's going to be better. It also takes the awareness when you're using the essential oil, what is it that you're wanting to release and what is it that you're wanting to receive. So, and we'll talk about that. So again, so there's this emphasis that the essential oil alone is not going to do the emotional work. It's a combination of your awareness, your consistency in using it, and when you use it, putting the language to why you're using it. What are you wanting to release? What are you wanting to receive? So therefore, releasing limiting beliefs, emotions that don't serve you, and then increasing your vibration for a higher spiritual connection, higher awareness, and going into the fulfillment of your life's purpose. So again, what I feel is the best way to use essential oils when it comes to emotions is smelling them. So we'll do a few examples of that on this call. And then while you're smelling it, what is one of the tools that you like to use for your emotional work? Is it sitting with essential oil, smelling it, and then maybe davening or having your morning prayer or meditation? Is it journaling? These are some examples of what you're going to do to support your emotional body with essential oils. We're going to smell an essential oil, and then you're going to choose the activity of, then I'm going to meditate, or then I'm going to sit still and just feel my body and my emotions, or I'm going to journal, or I'm going to go for a walk outside and get some nature therapy, or I'm going to do yoga or paint. You have to choose a self-care health habit that you're going to do in addition to smelling the oils to help with your emotional body, and therefore rise up that ladder of ascension of physical health is getting in balance, emotional health is getting in balance, you're releasing limiting beliefs.
מזל טוב, יופי. אז אני אראה לך על שלי.
yourself. And you're connecting to your higher neshama, and therefore feeling confident and clear in your purpose. So the oils, I'm going to share the screen of this is the handout that I love to use that doTERRA's created. It's called the Emotional Aromatherapy Brochure. You can get it at doTERRA.com in the resource section of education of the products. And the page that I love is history, the history of aromatherapy and the history of the science of aroma. What I really want us as wellness advocates and lifestyle users of essential oils to get across to ourselves and the people that we love is essential oils is not just to smell good, for a massage to smell good. There is a science behind it. When you smell an essential oil, your body's receiving those chemicals in that plant medicine to then therefore change the chemistry within your body. So aromatherapy has been used for thousands of years by our ancestors, our Israelite ancestors, Greeks, Romans, Chinese, Indians. Every culture you can think of has been using essential oils and plant-based medicine for years. Because they recognize the oil's ability to influence human beings and our physical bodies and our emotional bodies. But then, you know, in the 20th century, but aromatherapy wasn't actually coined and made a word until the 20th century. In the 1990s, biologists really began to study the chemical compounds of essential oils and how they influence the body and how the body has these chemical sensors that are then affected by the smells and the scents that we're smelling in the oil. So this research really started to open up the minds of scientists to really understand the validity of essential oils and its influence on the human body and the human brain. So inhaling through aromas, there's this internal response. It's called an aromatic pathway that connects the aroma to the brain. So this is what I talked about, where it connects. There's aroma sensors in the nose that then are received by the receptors in the nose and trigger an emotional response in the limbic brain. And this is all through inhaling a specific aroma. So we're going to go into what aromas help what. So over here on this side, I love this pamphlet because it talks about like calming oils. Calming oils are typically floral, in the floral category, because of their monoterpenes and their alcohols all have calming properties. So think of the oils that come from a flower. So lavender comes from the lavender flower. So any of the blends that have lavender in it, lavender by itself, serenity, those are all calming. Rose is from a flower, magnolia, jasmine, ylang-ylang, those are all flower-based oils, and so they're calming, soothing, nurturing. So when would you need calming? When you're feeling nervous, anxious, your mind's going, you're thinking about the future, the past, or being overwhelmed by your current situation. Florals, any floral can help calm those emotions and help to release those emotions and help to start release those patterns. So if you have patterns of nervousness, whirling brain at night or anytime during the day, you want to start adopting the routine of using a floral that you really love. It could be like, I love jasmine or rose or magnolia. I have a routine at night where I put all three of those on my face before I go to bed. And so I'm just smelling it through the night to keep me calm and focused, calm and clear, and letting go of any anxious or anxiety patterns before I go to sleep. And then formulating my next day that way of having a non-anxious, nervous day. Tree herbs, like grasses and trees and herbs, are grounding. So that's why there's, so example of tree herbs is frankincense, cypress, um, 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 grasses or vetiver, lemongrass, and then different herbs that are grounding and calming are, they're giving an example of rosemary here. So if one of my favorite blends for grounding and calming is balance, the balance blend. So how would you, if this is really, why would you, I mean, calming, grounding, they kind of feel the same. I feel like that you use florals when you're having like mind activity, a lot of crazy mind activity, and you want to bring that nervousness down. Balance, I feel, is like when you or the grounding is when your body, when you want to be more in touch with your body and the earth and feeling really stable and clear and somewhat and motivated. So I like to use balance first thing in the morning, because that's what I want for the day, to feel in my body clear, focused, motivated. So balance is really great for people that have that maybe work for themselves or need motivation to stay clear on their goals and focus. It's great for kids right now while they're on Zoom calls. For people, for staying, it's what I feel like is really keeps your mind focused and clear on the activity, and it lets go of any kind of negative emotions around confusion, not feeling clear, not sure where to start, feeling overwhelmed with so much to do, or not having a direction. That's when you would use calming oils. So in a routine, which is important for finding change, is balance first thing in the morning, a drop in your hand, like right when you could have it right by your bed, which is what I'm going to start doing, and you put a drop in your hand, and you would just want to smell it for 2 to 3 minutes and think about how it already has this built-in meditation, this built-in focus on breath. You're using the chemical components of the balance for grounding and creating, stimulating a response in the limbic brain to trigger the chemicals and the emotions of the body to stay grounded for the day. And then you want to be conscious of what is it that you desire for your day as you're smelling balance. So some kind of prayer or mantra or uplifting sentence that gets you clear on, I want to feel balanced and focused and clear. These are the things that I want to achieve today. And that would be you being conscious and participatory in this process, this emotional process. I let go of any feelings of confusion. I let go of any feelings of unworthiness or not, or patterns that hold me back. And I am healthy, wealthy, abundant, and fulfilling my purpose. Like mantras like that while you're smelling the balance in the morning. Midday, I feel, is a great time to bring citrus oils in. Citrus oils typically are for uplifting characteristics. They have chemical components of limonene, beta-pinene, monoterpenes, all these actual measurable science-based chemicals that are known to help the brain get stimulated and motivated in a positive way. It brings up energizing, positive emotions. So one of the blends that doTERRA, one of their original blends if I bring it out, is Citrus Bliss. I don't have it with me right now, so at the moment, so I'll use Cheer, which is in their emotional aromatherapy kit. And Cheer has a few citrus oils in it, and then it also has some spices, which we'll talk about spices and what they're good for. And Cheer is the other oil that I really like for uplifting midday stuff is called Citrus Bliss. And it's also a blend of, oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I love Cheer. I haven't used Cheer in a while. I forgot how amazing it is. So Cheer has those citrus oils for uplifting, but then it has spices in it at the same time. So it's a nice blend because spices are warming properties. So you have citrus for uplifting, feeling positive, feeling motivated, but spices are warming. So you feel warming is nurtured, taken care of, supported by the universe, that you know exactly how you want your day to work out, and you feel you are aware and conscious of the blessings and the beauty around you, and you know what the next steps are for your day. And if you have career goals, you're following those. If you have mama home caring goal, mom and taking care of your home goals, you're getting those done with this positive attitude, and that you're not in this alone. Like the universe is nurturing you, pushing you along gently, like Mother Earth, and taking care of you. So that's the beauty of citrus oils, and then Cheer with the citrus and the spice together. So that could be your midday routine, where you can drop it in your hand. I'm going to drop it, and I still have balance on my hand, so it's going to be a great combination. And then take 2 to 3 minutes, just sit down in a chair, and it could be your same morning mantra that you had already said, or maybe it's an afternoon of, I feel positive, I feel energized, I have fun and laugh with my children, I love my partner and my families around me. I'm, positive, uplifting mantras. I let go of any negativity, criticism, judgment that keeps me from loving myself and loving others fully. Bringing in these beautiful mantras. And we could have a whole workshop on different mantras that you could say. But so far we've said a good routine, and copy it if you like, or bring in different oils, but starting with balance in the morning and describing how you want what you're releasing, what emotions you're releasing, and what your day is going to look like. Midday, maybe even before lunch, bringing in a citrus oil. You can put it in your diffuser, or you can sit and breathe it for 3 minutes and bring in the mantra of feeling positive, getting your work done, knowing what your work is. And that would be the midday mantra with your citrus oils. You could do citrus oils again, or they're not talking about it on this slide, but I would bring in a mint, some kind of mint, like in the afternoon around 2 or 3, before before the day starts winding down. And so a nice mint oil could be breathe air. That's a great combination to just keep you taking long deep breaths and motivated. And mint oils are oxygenating. They help the blood to take in more oxygen so that you feel energized and not tired. And think about your between 2 and 4 is when you start to feel a little bit tired. So you want to maybe snack on something sweet, or get another coffee, or just doze off for 20 minutes. So think about using a mint oil. The air blend is great, or adaptive is another one that I love. It has mint in it and lavender and citrus. It has all the emotional oils in it. I'm out of this one, but putting it in your hand to smell it, and then the back of the neck. I put when I'm using oils for emotions, I put it on the back of my neck because that's the limbic brain here. So you're applying it topically to that emotional part of your brain. But then you always want to smell it because it's the most powerful for your emotions when you're smelling it. And you're choosing mint. I love the adaptive for afternoon, and I use it every day because it has the florals, which is calming. It has the herbs, which are grounding. It has citrus, which is uplifting. And then I don't think it has spices in it for the warming. But this is approaching what does have spearmint in it, which could be considered spice. But so this has all 4 categories in it for calming the nervous system, grounding you and making you clear and focused on what you're doing. Citrus for uplifting the emotions, keeping you positive and out of that critical mind. And then spice to, well, spearmint's more of a mint for energizing and keeping you with high energy towards the end of your day. I love adaptive. They make it in a touch, so you could just roll it on the back of your neck and it's already diluted, so it won't be sensitive to the skin. Everybody's individual experience is different in how you respond to the oils. And I did a whole workshop on identifying people as you may be a flower, like you like flowers more, you resonate with flowers more, so use more floral oils. You may be more of an herby person, you like herbs, so use those more. You may be more citrusy, you love citrus, everything about citrus you love, so use those more. Like just becoming aware of you, who you are, and what's your unique calling, and what do you resonate with more. So we did morning routine, we did mid-morning routine, afternoon routine. So morning routine, we're saying herbs for grounding. I like balance or frankincense or any of the tree oils, cedarwood, cypress. Those are great oils to smell first thing in the morning to keep you grounded and clear. Mid-morning before noon, doing we talked about, that was a citrus oil, the cheer, citrus bliss, motivate. All those are citrus oils for keeping you positive and your energy high and letting go of any criticism or judgment or confusion and just staying positive with joy and ease. After lunch, around midday, for your emotions, we're saying a minty blend, like adaptive. Motivate is in the Aromatherapy kit. That has some citrus oils and a lot of spices. So it's keeping your energy up and keeping you productive in that last part of the day before you start calming down. After dinner and before bed can be your florals that are calming. So we talked about serenity. I do that right before bed, or Roman chamomile by itself. I love right before bed. And my mantra is letting go of all mental activity, feeling good about my day, maybe, and saying some gratefulness for the day, and setting up my next day by sleeping in calmness, by sleeping in serenity, setting up your next day. And then my nighttime routine for my face, because it also has a physical component, is rose, jasmine, and magnolia on my face. And all those are really great for the face, anti-aging properties, nurturing properties, but they also are calming for the nervous system. So I'm putting them right on my face before bed, wash my face, roll on all 3 of them, rose, magnolia, and jasmine. You only use jasmine at night on your face because it's photosensitive, so it can cause sunburn if you use it during the day. And then right when I get into bed, the serenity, or my other favorite is chamomile, which I don't have that handy. And then there's another oil in the emotional aromatherapy kit called Peace. And this would be a good one in the morning. We talked about balance in the morning. So if you don't have balance or you don't resonate with balance, Peace is another good one to start the day. Super strong. I love it mixed with the Citrus Bliss or the Cheer, 1 drop of each, and I just put it on the back of my neck as a body lotion to start my day, smell it, and my mantra is just grounded, calm, focused, full of peace, letting go of any negative obstructions that are keeping me from just being on this purposeful, peaceful path. So that is 45 minutes of essential oils and emotions. There are pretty much every oil has an emotional component to it, but it's really good to be clear on just the florals, the herbs, the citrus, the mints, and the spices, and those categories and how they affect you. I'll just recap. Herbs and trees are grounding. Really good to start off your day smelling those to keep you grounded, peaceful, clear, and focused. And you can combine it with the citrus first thing in the morning. Like I said, I love Peace and Citrus Bliss. The goal would be grounded, clear, focused, and peaceful with this positive attitude by holding the Citrus Bliss with that. I'd apply it to the back of my neck, smell it for 3 minutes, and say what you want to release and what you would like to receive. Midday could be that same routine, or not midday, mid-morning could be that same routine, or just a citrus oil to keep the positive emotions flowing, let go of any negativity or judgment that may have come up for you, because you're getting rid of it, it doesn't serve you. After lunch, you're doing some kind of mints, are uplifting, energizing, giving you that second win to finish your day productively and positively and focused. So we've talked about adaptive, air, it's called Breathe in the United States, and Motivate are just some that have those nice mints in it. Or you could just do peppermint by itself or spearmint. And then evening is your florals. You can put them on your face for a nice skincare routine, but then smell a floral of your choice to go into your bedtime routine, calm, clearing your mind, and connecting to your higher spiritual purpose, your higher spiritual connection. So the oils that are good for that is the Serenity Blend, Roman Chamomile, Rose, Jasmine, Magnolia, Ylang-ylang. What do those resonate with you? Choose. There's a blend in the emotional aromatherapy kit called Passion that has a bunch of florals and also spice. It's an aphrodisiac, so it's also good for intimacy. And we'll have a whole session on intimacy. But that would be, in a nutshell, a nice routine for your emotional healing, emotional support, and using your emotional oils. Thanks for being on. Stay on if you'd like for any questions or comments. See you next time.